Hi everyone, welcome to Kalia. This is Mia. I hope you're doing well. Sending you some light. Okay, I came on here today because I felt that you may be struggling and you may feel that your struggles are unknown, but they are known. They are known to the divine, and you will shine through. You need to trust. There is a lot going on, and there has been a lot going on, and you may not be aware of how far you've come, even within your struggles. And maybe because of the struggles, you may have lost the perception of your advancement, but you have come very far, and you may not realize how close you are to breaking through. And whatever is going on at the moment for you, or whatever is not going on for you, understand that all is going according to divine plan. And we have been going through uncertainty. I mean, this is another moment in which that is felt very strongly. But we have been going through that, especially these last 2 years. And this is to teach us something and to strengthen something within, to stop relying on the outside and start relying on ourselves. We may have felt, especially again in these 2 years, that we lost trust in a lot of people, in a lot of things, in a lot of situations, in a lot of governments, in a lot of organizations. And this has caused a lot of uncertainty and a lot of mistrust and feelings of not knowing what to do, where to go, who to trust. And again, I need to emphasize, of course, we are also searching for, we're feeling ready to trust again, and we're searching for other souls that we can trust. And know that, and I have mentioned this a lot, that soul tribes are coming together. They are. And trust divine timing, because whatever you needed to master, whatever you needed to strengthen within you is what is occurring at these times and until now. And once again now, to build that trust within, to know that you can rely on yourself. And I think we have been too used to relying on others and on authorities or authoritative voices to tell us what to do, where to go, and what to believe in. And so all of this time, and now as well, is designed to lead us back to ourselves, to remember who we are, to remember that we are a seed of the divine, to anchor that power of creation that we have. We were created with it, and that within we can rely on ourselves, we can trust ourselves, and we can know that tomorrow, when we do enter new situations and relationships and partnerships, that we know to discern, we know what's true and not true, what's right and what's not right. And we know to deal with any situation that arises. And if we need to leave a situation, we know that we can always rely on ourselves, okay? At this time, there is still a little bit that, there's that, but there's still other issues that come up for us to look at, and I have been talking about this recently, but I think there's one issue that I haven't emphasized enough. I touched upon it, but I haven't emphasized enough, and today it came to my attention that this is an important point for us all, and that is whatever is frustrating you at the moment or recently, annoying you or even angering you, or you have witnessed within yourself anger coming up and being triggered, you need to take a good look at it. I invite you to look at what that represents. Where is that coming from? Because most of the time, the anger or the annoyance or the frustration that is triggered within us comes from somewhere within, deep within. And if we have witnessed in our lives the results of anger issues, then we know that anger can become very toxic for ourselves, for others, for our relationships, for our loved ones, for everyone, much of the lack of peace in the world stems from anger issues. And we all say that we want peace in the world, peace between countries, peace in relationships, peace at home, peace within ourselves. And I will not be the first to say and to state that if we are searching for peace, then we need to look for it within, all right? Many beings wiser than me have talked about this, but I am here just to state that this is something that is coming up now for an important reason. Even, by the way, even the uncertainty and the concerns that come up for you at this time are also for a higher purpose. We need to really see what everything that comes up for us on the outer and the external, how it actually is mirroring something within. And so, and leading us to heal things and to strengthen ourselves and to even empower ourselves and to remind us who we truly are, okay? And so with anger and annoyance and frustration, which are all related, take a good look if recently that has come up, if perhaps it has come up in ways that may have startled you or cause you unease. In any case, feeling anger is never with ease, and like I said, it's never pleasant for anyone. And there may be situations that it's justifiable to disapprove, let's say, and not feel at ease with decisions of others or behaviors of others. But there is no reason to reach a point of anger. First of all, for ourselves, okay? And secondly, for others. There's nothing that anyone gains. No one learns from it. No one modifies because of it. And everyone just suffers. So when you feel, and most importantly, it shows us that something within needs to be healed, okay? And also, there is another point. At this moment, we are moving towards raising our vibration and rising in dimension and moving into a new era in which we build something better for all of us. And that something is based on higher values and peaceful energies and honesty and respect for everyone. And so we really are guided at this time. You may not regard yourself as an angry person, and it's important to look honestly at certain reactions that you may have. Again, even if it is in situations where you feel is justifiable, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The anger doesn't need to be there. So it's not productive. And so at this time, to be able to create something that carries more compassion and peace in our energies, in our conduct, in our way of dealing with things, then we have to look at how we may be reactive and how we can transform that. But first, to look at where it stems from. And so that is part of the deeper issues that I have been talking about that are arising at this time for us to review. And so it doesn't mean that you're a bad person, okay? And again, it doesn't mean that if you do discover that you have anger issues or reactive issues. It doesn't necessarily mean that you reach a point of becoming violent or aggressive or anything like that. It's enough to find yourself reactive and not responding in productive, peaceful manners to, and especially to see what stirs up within you even before you react. Okay? That's very important for your evolution, for our evolution, personally and as a whole. Like I said, if you have witnessed in your life effects of anger, negative effects of anger, then you will know what I'm talking about. And if you have suffered from that, then you will know how important it is to keep that in check, but not to keep it in check. It's not a question of restraining. It's a question of breaking through, breaking that cycle. Many of us have suffered from anger issues of others in our lives, okay? Especially in our formative lives. And surprisingly or not, many of us who have suffered from that, and as aware as we may be, may very well continue the cycle in one way or the other, if that is not thoroughly healed. And again, it may be not to the extreme as it was expressed to us, or maybe not in the same mode, the same way that it was expressed to us, maybe in a different way. But again, the matter at hand is, if at all it's stirred up within you and you feel boiled up inside, then that is an issue to look at, okay? And so take a look, especially recently, if something has frustrated you. And remember that when there are unhealthy situations that you are involved in, then step away, even for a moment, okay, to be able to figure out what has just occurred and what really frustrated you and what has been triggered within you. And if the situation is really unhealthy, then of course you need not be there, okay? Reacting in anger does not make it any healthier. Quite the contrary, all right? But in some cases, we may find ourselves overreacting. Some cases are, like I said, unhealthy, and we need to deal with that in the proper way of not continuing to be in unhealthy situations. But sometimes either there are situations where we cannot control, like certain noises of neighbors, and I'm not going to go into all kinds of details, or examples, but see what comes up for you. That is the most important in any case, all right? And see if, because there are cases that if you look at them, they may clearly be overreaction on your part. And in that case, you can ever the more clearer see that this is stemming from something that is still not healed. And again, I need to state, and I hope I'm clear, even if it is justifiable in the way that there was clearly something that was annoying, even in that case, you need not move out of your peace to a point where you react in anger, okay? And so even in that case, if it has triggered something that you feel explosion inside, that means that something is still not fully healed within you from your past. And this is the occasion, a perfect occasion, to look into it and to finally heal. And I think that many of us, especially if we're not aggressive people, I think that many of us may have overlooked that steaming within that may occur in certain situations that should have been red flags for us for our own healing, and we may have overlooked just because perhaps the situations were so-called justified, okay? What you can do is, when you feel you're boiling, breathe. I am not, an anger therapist, and of course that is to the extent that you need and you find the need to heal something like that, then of course it may be recommended to reach out to some kind of professional help. But if it is just something within that has never been expressed aggressive or violently, but just something that comes up and deters your poised reaction, then breathe into it and find your peace. Release the initial trigger to be able to first of all find your peace, okay? And you can go back to a video that I have shown about finding inner peace. And then when you reach your peace, look at where this stems from, and see how you can modify this and turn it into compassion. You may have done a long journey of healing, and I trust you have, and this may be just that last bit from this issue that you may need to look at, because we need to find a different way of looking even things that we see in the world that anger us. It is not productive to get all boiled up and fight in one way or another whatever is appearing before us. We are here to create something better. And so to create something better, we need to pull back from whatever is not right and create what is right. create something of more light, of more love, of more compassion, of more honesty, of more respect, and of more peace. And so, how do we create something of more peace? By finding that peace within. So we need to fulfill that circle, come back to where we have lost our peace. The key is there. Where have we lost it? Perhaps we have been treated not in peace, let's just put it mildly. And no matter how bad it may have been, because many of us are carrying really extreme traumas, okay? And that is something to be recognized, but to heal, because we cannot carry those traumas into building something anew that is peaceful. It just doesn't work in the same vibration. We can't. So to be able to create something of peace and beauty, we need to come to the table healed and peaceful and willing. Okay? And so maybe it doesn't mean that we have to be 100% healed, but close, at least in terms of carrying anger and hurt, because we want to deliver something else. And as long as we carry that in our vibration, that will be delivered in one way or another by our actions and our energy. And so if we are really, and most of us are here to create. I say most of us because some decide to leave at this time, and they will continue to support us from another sphere, okay? So it's all of us. We all want to create something better, okay? And those that are here at this time, we came here for a reason. We came here specifically now. We came here and we have done very, very profound work on ourselves to prepare for this moment. And so we know what this is asking of us. And we may have overlooked this bit. And this bit is important. And this bit we need to look at with total honesty and compassion to ourselves, understanding how it came about and why, but also we need to turn it into compassion for others. Sometimes that same issue within can be triggered by something or someone that does not even have ill intentions, you know? And so that is the best opportunity to see how it is not appropriate and how it stands out and how it needs healing. And so we need to be honest and thorough in our dedication to our higher purpose. And our higher purpose is to be here at this time. And it is going to be more apparent to us very soon. And to be able to serve your higher purpose, you need to be ready. And this is another bit that needs your attention at this time, okay? So I hope this has helped, and I wish you peace, because you are peace. You know deep inside that you can find that peace. There are many things that I've talked about and that you know, I'm sure, how to come back to your peace. But most of all, look at what needs further healing and releasing, and see how you can transform that. Just diligently and gently. Be gentle with yourself. There's no judgment, okay? So don't be judgmental toward yourself. But see how you can transform that into compassion for yourself and for others, so that we can create something more beautiful than what has been our reality until now here on planet Earth, okay? You are part of the team because the divine knows that you can do this, okay? Much love.